Hello boys and girls, this is Anders, of course, and welcome to some more Battlefield 3 gameplay. Got some, not live commentary, what am I talking about? We got some hardcore gameplay here on Devon Peak SV98 laser sight and 8x magnification scope. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about the Xbox One reveal. What do I think about it? Do I think it's gonna be good? Do I think it's gonna be bad? Mostly because you guys have been asking for it like crazy. You want my personal opinion about it. I'm not an expert on anything like this, so again, it's just my personal opinion. And also because I'm quite interested in this myself, because now it might be worth getting a console compared to just having a PC like I've kind of always done it. Lost 5-6 years since, for God's sakes, the consoles are like 8 years old now, so it's kind of cool that there's actually really coming a new one now, or two new ones just in a short while. I don't really count the Wii U as a gaming console per se, but yeah, it's kind of a different genre simply. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is gonna be kind of their own thing, like it's always been. They're kind of fighting against each other, whereas the Wii kind of has its own audience, or Nintendo has its own audience, so it's kind of a little bit different. So, let's start off with just talking about the name. The name is not maybe ridiculous, but it's kind of boring, and I wouldn't say it's the best name either. I don't want to offend any parents here for no good reason, but most parents that maybe the parents who watch my videos, they grew up gaming and they kind of introduced their kids to gaming and they spend quality time with their kids gaming and that kind of good stuff. But many parents out there doesn't know shit about gaming, consoles, PCs or anything like that. And it's gonna be easy for them to like, Billy wanted a new Xbox. I think it was called the One. So that must mean he said something about One. So yeah, the first Xbox. I would like to buy the first Xbox, please. And Billy opens his Christmas present and Billy noticed that this is not the Xbox One, this is the first Xbox. And Billy gets pretty angry and thinks that Christmas is ruined and his parents doesn't understand what the fuck they did wrong. And I can really see how that's going to happen. That would not surprise me at all, actually. So just to start off, the name is pretty ridiculous. When it comes to the press conference itself, I thought it was pretty stiff and boring, but at least we got some good information, and it's gonna ship with the Kinect. The biggest idiocy ever. I just hate things like the Kinect. It's just stupid gimmicks that basically is gonna end up costing you more money if you love Xbox, because you probably don't even want a freaking Kinect. The Kinect is not good for gaming. The Kinect is only good for one thing, and that's if you want to do some, I don't know, sit-ups or something like that with some kind of exercise program and that kind of bullshit. I mean, like, it's a gimmick, it doesn't work for real gaming. Drop it, Xbox, please, just kill the Kinect. Bury it, for God's sakes, it's starting to stink up the joint. It's gonna end up costing Xbox lovers more money, and they're still not gonna get as much gaming for their buck, basically, and that's bad, because what do you want when you buy a gaming console, like a Xbox or a PlayStation? You want to fucking play games on it. You don't want to do a bunch of other bullshit stuff. And you know what other bullshit stuff means? Sure, it might be nice, but it means that the thing is gonna cost more money compared to how much enjoyment you're gonna get out of it. And this is also a problem. I just want to go over the stats, of course, first. It's gonna chip with a 500GB hard drive, so that's good. It's gonna definitely be able to store a lot of games, but there's a problem. You have to install every single game and activate them to your personal profile. If you want to play a game that you borrowed from a friend, you're gonna have to pay for it, or use his account to log in, I guess. I guess you can still get around it like that, and you've always gotta be online, and that's, of course, complete bullshit. No one wants to be always online. Look at SimCity, what happened? EA is right now like licking their wounds and like hitting themselves over the head. How could we be that fucking stupid? Of course people are gonna get angry when they pay good money for the game and they can't play it, but anyone who got it on Pirate Bay or some other file sharing site for free by pirating it, they could play it all they wanted because they didn't need to be online all the fucking time. And that kind of sends a very bad message. It says that if you pay for our game, you won't be able to play it if we fuck up. But if you don't pay for it and pirate it, you can play our game all you want for free. I mean, how stupid can they be? I mean, it's sad. It's punishing nice, paying, loyal customers and just rewarding pirates, simply. I mean, I'm not a super big opponent of piracy. I do pirate once in a while myself, but it's not good for the gaming industry. Definitely not. And I try to never pirate games that I enjoy. I always try to make sure to pay for them, so the people that made them get the money and can make another one just as good, so can have more enjoyment. So that is of course bad. It has 8 cores, the processor, and it's an AMD processor. An AMD processor are usually a lot cheaper than Intel, but it also means it's not as good. But when it comes to gaming, you usually tend to get more gaming for your money with AMD than with Intel, because Intel is more specialized on doing everything, whilst AMD is kind of more specialized at doing just that, gaming. So AMD is usually a good choice for that. So they did a good choice there. It's not going to be a super expensive, it's not going to drive up the price of the Xbox One too much, and it's still going to have a lot of power for gaming and also do a little bit of other stuff at the same time. It has 8 GB of DDR3 RAM. Not super much, not super little. Might be a little bit too little, because the system is actually going to have 3 OS, basically operation systems, and that's like Windows or Mac or Linux and similar. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be good. We're just gonna have to see. And they made a really big deal about how the Xbox One is gonna be able to do a lot of things, a lot of different things, like watching TV, streaming video, watching movies, listening to music, go on Facebook, Skype with your friends. But they didn't actually talk that much about gaming, and this was something that upset a lot of people, including myself. I felt like, why would I want to buy an Xbox if I want to game on it, when you guys don't even talk about the games really, or the gaming on it? That is something that really upsets me, and it upset a lot of other people, and it showed, because the Sony stock actually went up. Sony actually made money whilst Xbox showed, or when Microsoft showed the new Xbox One, and Microsoft stock actually went down when they showed it. So Microsoft lost money. So it's pretty easy to tell that people don't care about TV and all that kind of gimmicky bullshit around it. It's kind of what Sony did wrong with the PlayStation 3. I mean, sure, cool idea to have Bluetooth or Blu-ray in your gaming console, but it made it unnecessary expensive. And people don't want to pay a shit ton for the console. People buy consoles to get a good working gaming system that isn't as expensive as a hardcore PC, but can still run games almost as good as a hardcore PC. So it's kind of defeating the purpose of it themselves, so to say. And it looked to have some cool things. I mean, like this with the TV and stuff like that, it can actually be really cool. It's gonna have voice activation, so you can like say Xbox One music, and then it's gonna play your music, and Xbox One TV, and it's gonna go to the TV. I mean, it can end up being a really good idea, but to me it sounds like it might want to do too many things. It's kind of a jack of all trade but master of none, and that's gonna end up hurting Xbox lovers who love playing games, because again, like all the boys and girls and men and women out there that want to play games on their Xbox, they want to, of course, play games on their fucking Xbox. They don't buy an Xbox to watch TV or play music. Maybe some are gonna think it's a nice touch and stuff like that, but they don't buy it for those reasons. And that's a big problem, because they almost didn't show any games. They talked a lot about there's gonna be a lot of AAA titles, a lot of cool games, a lot of new IPs, new IPs basically means new games. It's not like System Shock 2 or Bioshock 2 or Modern Warfare 3, but like completely new games with new IDs and similar things, and also a lot of the like favorite ones, like new Halos and that kind of stuff, and new Call of Duty. Call of Duty was shown in the in the end of the on the showing. And the thing is too, like what they showed didn't look particularly good. I mean, it looked good, don't get me wrong here, but it basically, like the best looking stuff they showed looked just like Battlefield 3 does on very high graphics and 1080p. Like, if you put Battlefield on Ultra, it's as we say in Sweden, gränspuck. Almost at the point where it looked exactly the same as what they showed now. That would be super cool, but what Battlefield is of course a 3 or 2 year old game, so yeah, that didn't impress me. But overall, I'm a little bit disappointed. I hope it's gonna be better than it looked like it's gonna be. Just for all of you boys and girls out there that want to buy a new Xbox, I hope it's gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as we maybe hoped. As usual, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tell me what you think. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.